Hey everyone, this is Dave Manelsky with the Enterprise Systems team. I am here today to show you what your sales process might look like in the future here. We are, as a team, looking at revamping a number of systems this year. Making the sales process better for our sales team and for our customers is high on our list this year and something that we're looking at. So we wanted to give you a little bit of an overview of what that's going to look like in the next fiscal year. This is by no means a finalized anything. We are giving you a demo today of what future state could be, just to show you the things that we're doing to help the sales process for you and your team. So with that, I wanted to dive into my presentation. So our goal, our challenge here as a systems team is how do we support an organization that is scaling and growing to 300 million in revenue? Right now, we're at 35 million and our systems are struggling under the load to support that here. Today, our current systems reside. We have a lot of things live in our foundation world instance. In the Power of Us hub, we have Volunteer Force, we have Pardot, and then in Org62 we have all of our lead to cash system provisioning renewals and all of our back office ERP systems like QuickBooks for financials and Paychex in our HR systems. This year we're looking to replace all of this with new systems, to upgrade our ERP systems, to upgrade our CPQ, our quote to cash, our lead to cash systems, and that's one of the goals of my team this year is how do we improve these systems for everyone so that we can scale to meet the needs of a fast-growing organization here. The analogy that I liken this to is that the Salesforce is handing us an entire international business worth $17 million, and they're saying you just need to be able to take this business, and it's a little bit like finding a grand piano on Craigslist for free. Great opportunity, but you need to be able to handle this and take it home with you. That's the same thing that we're dealing with our systems today. We have systems that support a North American foundation, and we need them to be able to support an entire international foundation at an entirely different scale than we're used to supporting today. So here's our current sales process as you know it. We start with opportunities, then we break off and we go into proposals. This is the last point in time in Org62 where we have dollar amounts associated with our sales process. For reasons that agreements that we have with Core, we absolutely can't hit their financials. And so after proposals, we go to contracts and orders and they all have $0 on them. What does this mean for us as a team and our customers? It means that we don't have a quote builder. We don't have the right reporting that we need because everything's at $0 and we can't get good ACV reporting. We don't have a robust DocuSign integration where we can do things at the click of a button like send something off for signature. And we have a very separate renewals process, invoicing not tied to revisioning. There's also all sorts of challenges with our sales process today. The future state and where we'd like it to be is to use the best of Salesforce, the modern tools that Salesforce has to offer. We'd like to be able to use the quote object, have dollar value contracts and orders, and drive right into provisioning. So this is what future state will look like for us, and this is what we're driving towards. So with that, I wanted to give you a brief demo of what this could look like. Again, this is by no means what we're building necessarily. It's just a sort of demo to say, here's what future state could look like both for AEs as well as our customers. So I'm going to jump over to the Power of Us hub here. I'm logged in currently as Alexander Bernadotte of Beyond 12. So I'm logged in as a customer, and I want to show you what requesting add-on licenses might look like as Alexandra. What it might look like both for her in the hub here, as well as for you AEs on the back end, and how streamlined and efficient this could possibly be in the future. So I'm logged in as Alexandra. If I go to her user menu here and I scroll down, I see a new My Licenses tab here. I'm going to jump right to My Licenses. Here, Alexandra can get a view of her current license counts for all of the products, Salesforce Clouds that she has installed. She's got NGO Connect, she's got Customer Communities Plus, she's got Marketing Cloud, and for her to be able to create an add-on, it could look something like this, right? She goes right into here, clicks an add-on, selects 5 licenses here, and requests a quote. So she sets a date in the future here, clicks Next, and adds some notes if she wishes to. And submits her request. Sorry, dollar values are off, but you'll see they're on in the back end here. So what Alexander sees is that your quote request has been submitted and it's being processed by your account executive. So let's jump back over to Salesforce and put yourselves back into your shoes here as AEs on the back end. You're going to get a notification on the back end that says Alexander submitted a new request in the hub. And what's going to be here for you out of the gate is an opportunity with line items So you'll see that this came in from Alexandra. It's been a stage of requested by the customer. I've got 5 NGO Connect licenses. There's a new quote that's been created that's attached to this here. So I'm going to go in and take a look at this quote. The quote is in the system already. It has the line items attached to it. This is a touch point for you. We're not trying to replace the sales process. We're trying to streamline it for you. So now you have a touch point. You can reach out to Alexandra. You can pick up the phone and say, is this really right for you? Or if it's something that you want to do quickly and easily, if this is just an add-on for a couple more licenses, this doesn't have to be an onerous process for you. You've got the quote already in your system. We're linked up to DocuSign, so I can send this directly off for signature to Alexandra. And dispatch that out to her. I can personalize this note through DocuSign and send it. And so for Alexandra on the back end, so jumping back over to Alexandra, I've brought up my phone. So let's say I'm Alexandra and I'm on my phone and I check my email here. What I'm going to see here is that I've got a DocuSign waiting for signature in my mailbox here. So for Alexandra, it's as simple as reviewing the document here on her phone. And I can pull up the order form. Oops, sorry, I lost my screen share here. I can pull up the order form on my phone here. I can sign it electronically and complete my signature. Click the Finish button. Boom, I've gone ahead and signed this document electronically. I'm going to jump back into my Salesforce instance here. Oops, excuse me, Google notifications coming up here. And back on this quote that I've sent off for signature, I can see that it's sent for signature and it takes a couple minutes to process here. So let me pause while this is processing. I've let this sit for a couple of minutes here. You can still see it's in a status of sent for signature, but if I refresh, I can now see that it's signed. So DocuSign has processed that document, marked it as signed, and this is now ready to head off for provisioning. So just to recap the process here, customers in a future state could be able to create orders or add-on orders through the hub that would automatically create opportunities and quotes for you within Salesforce so that you can have that touch point with customers, reach out to them, communicate with them around their order. But otherwise, you can send this off directly for signature through a push button process. And these customers can sign either on their desktop or on their mobile devices. This process can be extremely streamlined, extremely fast, easy for them, a joyful experience for both our sales team and customers alike. So I hope you like this demo, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your sales kickoff. Thanks very much.